Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can create a class in Python and also how you can create an object from that class. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. And also, if you want to support me and support this channel, head on over to patreon.com/common and you can select any membership you are interested in, and you will have access to exclusive content as well as many courses I create. So let's now get started. Now I have created a file called python.py, a Python file, and let's create our first class. But before I create a class, let me just explain the importance of having a class in Python, of working with what's called the OOP, the Object-Oriented Programming. Creating a class is important, and working with classes and objects is important because it's gonna help you create advanced applications, and also it's gonna help you use your code over and over again, and you don't have to worry about organizing your code because the OOP is just super powerful, and you might not realize that unless you have worked with object-oriented programming before. So let's create a class. To create a class in Python, all you need to do is that you need to type class and then the name of the class. And a class is just a kind of a container of an object. So for example, if we have a class called car, this class is gonna contain everything that this car has or owns. So for example, a car might have color, might also have a motor speed. Also, a car might have number of seats. So these are just attributes that this car has. And also a car might be able to increase its speed, so it can increase speed, increase or decrease the speed, and a car also can switch on and switch the light on and off. So this is also another thing that you might add: switch lights off and on and off. And these two are not attributes. These are called functions, things that the car is capable of. So the car can increase and decrease the speed and also can switch on and off the lights. But the color of the car and the speed and the number of seats, these are just attributes. So you need to differentiate between the attributes and functions. And I'm gonna talk extensively about these things later, but for now let's focus on attributes. So how can we kind of add these attributes to this class? Well, all you need to do is that you need here to list these out here, or you can use what's called the constructor. So let's use the constructor. So a constructor is a function that gets executed immediately after you create an object of that class. So to create a constructor, you just need to say def and then double underscores and then init and then double underscore, and then the first parameter that the constructor takes is just the self, and then comma, and then the attributes that you want this car to have. So you might want this car to have the color and also the speed, and then colon, and then in a new line you can take the color and the speed and then store them in that car object. So you can here say self dot color and then equals to the color that you pass. So self dot color is the color of that car. So what color do you want for this car? Well, you can here say specify a specific color, maybe black for example, or even better, you can pass that color pass that color and store it here, store it in that class. So this color can be different, and it's gonna be different from one car to another. Instead of specifying here only a single and a permanent color, black for example, you can pass the color itself here. That way you will have you'll be able to change that color whenever you create a new object of that class. And also the speed, you can do the same with the speed. You can here say self.speed and then equals to the speed. So you don't have to store a permanent speed. A speed is going to be different from one car to another. So you can here say speed and pass the speed and then store it in the speed of the class. So now that we have a class, let's create the object. But before I create an object, what is an object? What is an object? Well, an object is just an instance of that class, of that car class. So you can have many objects. So an object is just an instance of that class, meaning that an object might have unique attributes from another object. So you can create object 1, you can create object 1, and then it's going to be equal to car, which is the object, which is the class, and then you can pass here the color and the speed. So the color can be black, and the speed can be, let's say, 120. And then you can create another object, object 2 equals to car, and then the color now can be different. So the color can be red, and the speed also can be different. So the speed can be 100, for example. So this is how you can create an object. An object is just an instance of that class. It's just a unique instance of that class, that it just represents a class, but it has unique attributes or attributes that are different from other objects. So finally, let's print that object and see what's going to happen. So let me print that object, print, and I'm going to print the first object, object 1, and then print object 2. Now if you save and run your script, let me run my script. As you can see, I'm going to get this object, and then I'm going to get another object. And of course, each object is stored in my PC with a different location. So it has a kind of unique number. But this is not useful to just display the object itself. It's useful to display, for example, an attribute of that object. So this object has the color. You can display the attribute. You can here say object1.color. Now if you save and run your script, you are going to get black. And for the second object, you can do the same. You can here say object2.color, and then this is going to display the color, which is red. So we have black and red. So this is how you can create a simple class in Python, and how you can create objects from that class. So that's it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And also, if you like this video, make sure to share it and also subscribe so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.